Ho ho ho! One important question is always left unanswered at these holiday times. Whose Santa is the Santa? People say there's just one Santa Claus, but how come there's a multitude of them seen around the world? How come there are many Santa Claus's homes and workshops around? Such a wide-spanning network of operative cells and such a deep infiltration into so many homes through unsuspecting-looking toys suggests an almost mythical intelligence network, one that could put CIA or KGB to shame. The US Santa Service has its headquarters up in the North Pole, town of North Pole, Alaska, that is. But the US is not the only one featuring such advanced elven-powered military intelligence service. Many countries claim they're home to Santa, most of them are full of it. Though there is one other big contender, the Santa Claus home in Finland. Both claim they're the real home to Santa. US Santa home even has an official US post office zip code, where unsuspecting children are encouraged to write to Real Santa. So if we are to settle once and for all, who's the real tough Santa? Who would win? Oh, but for both of you who were expecting this video to be educational, let's mention that the person most commonly accepted to have started it all was Saint Nicholas, a Greek bishop born in 3rd century in present-day Turkey. Okay, enough with the facts. Who'd kick whose ass? Finnish Santa has experience on his side. Rovaniemi was his hometown for longer than US Santa had a home. But US Santa was a more cunning businessman apparently. He built his house there much earlier and started selling himself. So what if there was a large operation needing many men? US Santa has less population to mobilize in his immediate surroundings. Town of the North Pole has little over 2,000 residents. Finnish town is much larger at 62,000. But how could either of them get rid of the other? For Santa, flying is no problem. His flying sled could get him over the pole in no time. But Finnish Santa would have trouble using all the manpower available to him, as the sled is unlikely to hold many people. Same issue could hamper US Santa's airborne raids. It is thus likely both Santas would perform attacks either themselves or send in squads of commando elves, fast roping from the sled. And there is always the unknown factor of the magical gift bag. Who's to say what sort of ordnance can fit in such a bag? If defending, US Santa would have the protection of an actual US Air Force base close by. But Finnish Santa would enjoy the protection of both Jaeger Infantry Brigade and Rovaniemi Air Force Base. Infiltration seems the best course of action. Possible issue for US Santa would be its high-tech sled, which is rumored to be designed by Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works. Last known variant had poor availability and came in over budget. Finnish Santa's estate is much larger, easier to infiltrate, but harder to hold down. With all that in mind, it could come down to hand-to-hand combat. Finnish Santa, as seen in this secretly taken image, seems a bit older and more slender. But with an organized army of look-alike decoys, true identity of either one is hard to come by. But there is another Santa possibly vying for the crown. There is a legend of a house and a workshop at the actual North Pole. If so, it might be an independent Santa, void of nationality. No one has been able to find his home, as satellite scans show just empty ice. Theories are abound, from a submarine base operating under the ice to a stealthy, always-in-the-air bomber. Then there are those who claim the actual house is there, but protected by an advanced cloaking device. Who's to say what near magical level firepower such a Santa would have?
Hey, what travesty is this? Who are you?
He's onto us! Quick, maskirovka!
I will not tolerate such nonsense. Everyone knows that one true Santa is actually Russian, Ded Moroz. He knows all, sees all, and gives out the best prezzies. So don't be more naughty than nice. Did you know you can buy Binkov's t-shirts? Hop over to our store at binkov.com and pick a design you like. It doesn't have to be just a t-shirt, there's all sorts of goodies waiting for you. Get in touch with your inner commissar. As usual, feel free to subscribe, and if you really like my videos, you can support me via the above link through the Patreon crowdfunding website. And remember, Binkov may talk about hypothetical wars, but only real peace can bring us all together.